Namaskar, Sat Shri Akal. Welcome to EduEcon. I am Prachi Sachdev. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about national income. National income क्या होता है? And also we will be studying different topics. Likewise, what all things are included in national income and what all things are excluded in national income. If excluded, then why it is excluded. Okay? And also we will be studying about factor income and transfer income. First, let us understand national income. National income means nation का income. Whatever the normal residents of the country is earning, they are working very hard and they are earning in monetary terms, that income is added in national income. I hope this sounds very clear. The income which a normal resident is earning while doing a lot of mehnat, okay, that income will be added in national income. I hope this sounds very clear. Okay, so let us see the definition. It is defined as the money value. It is defined as the money value of all final goods and services produced by the normal residents of a country. See, I am just underlining the block points. Produced by the normal residents of a country, whether operating within the domestic territory, this is a key word, within the domestic territory of a country, or outside, in a year. In a year means in a financial year. So what is the financial year? 1st April, it starts from 1st April till 31st of March. I hope it is clear. So what it is saying is the final goods or services, the final goods being produces or services being rendered, the final one, only that will be added in our national income. Now, whether the normal resident of a country is working in the domestic territory of India, likewise the geographical area of India, or maybe that resident is working outside of India but is the resident of our country, that income which she is generating from outside of India, that income will also be added in our national income. Okay, clear? Now, factor income and transfer income. Now, what is factor income and what is transfer income? First, what it is, I will explain. First, you understand this factor income is included. Okay, this is included, whereas transfer income is excluded. Now, आप सोच रहे होंगे कि मैम ऐसा क्यों बोल रही है? Why it is excluded and why it is included? Factor income is those income which we whatever we are producing, okay, as goods or services, whatever we are producing, being doing a lot of mehnat, we are doing a lot of mehnat, and whatever income we are generating, that is factor income. ठीक है? We earn, okay, we earn here, we do a lot of efforts, we give a lot of efforts, and then we earn here. That is factor income. Okay, you are an employer, you are an employee in a firm or an organization, in an organization, so that income which you are earning from there, that will be coming in factor income. I hope it is clear. Now, transfer income are those income which we transfer it without any efforts. You are getting that income. Likewise, your parents are giving you pocket money, that is the transfer income. The pension, the government is paying the pension to the old age people, that is the transfer income. Why? Because why it is transfer income? Because they are not making any efforts and they are getting the money. That money is excluded. That money is excluded, which means transfer income is excluded. I hope it is very clear. Now, furthermore, we will discuss more topics. Now we are starting the difference as well as the meaning of the final products as well as the intermediate product. Final product means the final goods that has been produced for the consumption of a consumer. A consumer will directly buy it and consume it or either use it. For example, he purchases a refrigerator, he purchases a television, or maybe groceries. He will be buying and using it. That is the final product. This is included in the national income. I repeat, this is included in the national income. Okay. Now, intermediate products. Intermediate products are those products which are used by the producers as inputs for their further production. For example, farmer purchases seeds or maybe fertilizers for the further production. He will grow crops likewise maybe rice or wheat, and then that product he will be selling into the market. So the inputs, for example, seeds or fertilizers, are intermediate products. This is excluded. I repeat, this is excluded. Now, for example, if I ask a question, how can you treat intermediate products in computing national income? What is the answer? Think of. How can you treat intermediate products if you are computing the national income? Likewise, if you are calculating the national income, computing means calculating national income, what you will do? In national income, intermediate products is excluded. We only include the final product. Why? Because intermediate products are already included in the market price of the final product. For example, farmer has purchased seeds, fertilizers, maybe some employees he could have hired, and he was giving the wages to that employee. That is also included. It comes under service. That is also included. Everything is included. Okay, all the inputs, small inputs are included, and then we decide the market price of the final product, and that final price is included in the national income, not the intermediate products price. Okay, understood? Likewise, I am making a brand. Okay, I am making a brand of notebook. So will I add everything? Will I be adding all my inputs in the national income? No, I will be just adding the price, the market price of the final product, because I will be just adding small units and then making a market price. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. Now, what is double counting? Double counting is the error which arises in national income, in the estimation of national income, in the calculation of national income. So we don't have to add all the outputs, the total outputs of all the sectors of the economy. Rather, we should be adding only the final goods, the market price of the final goods and services. So that is double counting. Now, what is pure exchange transactions? Pure exchange transaction, you know what is exchange? Sale and purchase of the goods that is already being used, and now you are reselling it. Likewise, I am the owner of my scooty or maybe car, and now I am not willing to to keep that car or my scooty for my usage. So I am just reselling it. Now whatever things I am reselling it, that is not added in the national income. I hope this sounds very clear. That is not added in the national income. Also, the securities amount, the stocks amount, these are also not included in the national income. Now next is sale and purchase of financial assets, maybe old or new. Likewise, bonds and shares, they are not included in the national income. Why? Because they are not producing anything in the current year. But there is always but in economics. Note down. Everybody just make a note that the services of brokers, they are added in the national income. Understand this. They are added in the national income. Why? Because they are rendering services in a current period, in a current year, current financial year. So it is added. Now, what is domestic territory? I have already explained you previously. Now again, I will explain you in a detailed format. Domestic territory means the geographical area of India. It is added, okay, the geographical area of India excluding, I repeat, excluding the embassies and international institutions in our domestic area, and including the embassies and institutions of our country in internationals, in the foreigners, outside the domestic area. So that is included. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. So what I am trying to say is the final output, the final goods and services, the income generated from the final goods and services will be added in the domestic income or maybe domestic product. It will be added. Okay. So this is what I wanted to explain you all. Next class, I will be explaining the circular flow of income, the 2-sector model, 3-sector model, 4-sector model. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it, or else it's your loss. I repeat, it's your loss. So please share it with your friends, your families. If anybody is interested in the concepts of economics, or maybe class 9, 10, 11, 12 students of economics, you should suggest them. I repeat, you should suggest them. Okay, so thank you.